All right.
Una via casa with a 1 hour break.
What? How much?
Well, depends. Que tu alas que via casa.
So how much you want to play?
Una via casa, cool, what? Well, that's not fair if he comes early.
Hey, speak in German if you can.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, schneller,
Stop,
schneller.
you're putting over the cable.
Tata, did you know that Guten Tag means
You're
good
putting over
morning?
the cables
and it's not
again.
even morning.
Guten Tag.
Okay, the cable's won't charge.
Guten Tag.
It's fine.
Guten
it's
Tag
not.
means
It's when
good
it charges my
morning in
iPad.
German.
It's fine. You're gonna do it afterwards.
No, but if you make it step on the thing, it won't charge at all. Good, nice, thank you.
So what? You wanted to make sure that the wire doesn't get broken?
Guten Tag.
I like your hair. What?
Guten Tag means good morning in German.
Guten Nacht means good night. Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
No samna doesn't mean good day.
Same
just
thing.
good
It's like saying bună dimineața. It's the same thing.
All right. You speak English all the time, and now you want to speak Romanian?
It's real American.
Yeah.
Get closer. Stop coming around.
I'm orphaning.
Say hello to Bogdan.
Hi
Bogdan.
Really
again.
sorry because he was bitching that we didn't do it. We only have one fan. Come on. Hello,
Hi
Bogdan.
again.
So today, I missed one of the best songs.
Wait, but if you have one fan,
That's
why
a
are we
lie,
doing
but
this?
okay, bro.
We're doing it for him. It's very important for Bogdan.
Is he gonna pay us?
He's not gonna pay us. He's gonna be happy when he sees it because he says he likes this more than the music.
Happy.
And today, so the way I made the song, 'cause that's why I want to do it right now because I was happy I came home. Remember that song with the Epstein victims? Leave him over here. I like him. You know that song with the Epstein victims?
No, I don't know it.
Yeah, you do it. So I said
She was being sarcastic.
zeros on top of zeros only allowed by the budget, lack of heroes, right?
Yeah.
And then I realized, so it's probably the only time I've never heard of anybody else to take apart, or I own the fucking lyrics because I wrote it. And it's the only time where somebody reuses part of a song to make another song, right? So I did that and I changed the meaning completely, right? Because I was thinking, everybody's just like you see on Twitter, and I'm going to shut it down because it's fucking a waste of time. But everybody's like, oh, Joe Kent is going to save us. And then Whitney Webb says, well, he kind of took Peter
You're
Thiel
gonna
money.
shut down all of Twitter?
Yeah, I don't want to be on there. It's just
No,
bunch
you're
of-
gonna shut down all of Twitter?
No, not. I don't have the power to shut down all the Twitter, but I would.
Unless
Actually.
Israel can, though.
Huh?
Israel can.
It is real.
Discuss.
So, anyways, so I realized, okay, Joe Kent. They said, okay,
Israel is fake.
what?
Israel is fake.
Is real? Is fake? Yeah. It's not real. It's fake. It's not Israel. It's fake.
I'm the best.
So yeah. So anyways, so then I realized, okay, so they moved on. Okay, yeah, maybe Joe Kent is compromised because he took Peter Thiel money. Oh, now Tucker's gonna save us. Tucker and Candace. And then some other guy said something. Joe Rogan was before. Joe Rogan is gonna say. So I realized humanity, for 10,000 years, they've been doing this. Somebody's gonna come and save us. Somebody's gonna come. We're just gonna wait for somebody to save us instead of doing something, right? So that's how I came up with the lyrics, and it's kind of sounds the same as the other stuff, and I use that a lot in my songs. Like even in the end of it, I said Jesus died in vain, and something, and humanity keeps being vain, right?
Well, I mean, like,
So I changed the word. I do that a lot in the songs. I changed the meaning of the word. I use it double, real quick, but I changed the meaning of it.
well, I mean, take
And then there was this guy now, O'Hare, came in is like from like 5 cars away. He's like, man, where's this music? Where can I find it? I mean, people like it. Some people like it. I was thinking maybe, I don't know, but I'm kind of tired. I don't want to.
post it on next.
No, kind of go to colleges and kind of have music playing. I mean, I don't know, it's kids, because if the kids like it, then it keeps going. I don't know, but I'm tired. But anyways, I just wanted to record a few minutes with you, just because I'm so happy it came in the way I wanted.
Can I say what I was going to say?
Yeah, go.
About saying
you
what she
know-
was gonna say.
No, go ahead.
So, like, I think the Christian religion is kind of made around your thing because they're waiting for Jesus to come back and save them. Instead of
Yeah, I
saving
mean, he did it
themselves.
once, and he's going to waste his time again to save humanity, but it's just a waste of time because they're doing the same shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like he died. Well, what did he achieve? Okay, a lot of people are Christians. All right. Everybody's selling stuff. Even though when he went in the temple, the first thing, what did he do? He went after the merchants and threw the money on the floor, right? So everybody, like people just pick and choose from religion. Oh, I like this. Well, I gotta have the money. Well, we're gonna make an exception. I'm gonna be a lover of money, and I'm gonna keep selling and selling and selling, and then I'm gonna have a lot of money and really not help the poor, not give it to anybody else. So they pick and choose what they want that religion. They feel like as long as I do like 5 out of the 10, I'm fine. You know what I mean? Lying and all the shit. So nobody's really. They all pretend Christ is king. No offense, and I think that's an insult to Jesus, because kings are all fucking pieces of shit. You can't just say Christ is king and think it's something special. You know what I mean? Because it's not. He was better
made a
than.
movie called King of Kings.
Yeah, but they keep saying king because that was the highest form of on
Priest,
earth.
actually, but whatever.
It was not priest. It was the highest.
priest or
Some people were priests. The
Pope,
kings.
Pope, because the Pope.
Pope
had
is
the
a
power-
fucking loser. All the popes
Exactly,
have been.
but the Pope was stronger than the king because he had the power. To
Sometimes it was because it was a
Well,
pope. I
sometimes,
can't remember
but
what
still.
pope. He humiliated the king, made him walk barefoot and meet him at Canossa. I remember the name of the city, but I can't remember which pope. They made a French, or German king. They made one of the kings like walk barefoot. So the popes had more because they pretended they speak with God. So you know what I mean. If they excommunicate you, then it's a big deal back in the day. But you know, but it's all kind of fake. So Bogdan asked me a really smart question, real quick, and then we'll go. So and then I heard this from Ricky Gervais. He was thinking, okay, if God exists, why people die in the Holocaust?
Wow, that's crazy. That's like asking if God exists, why we're like Christians. Like,
Why?
across
You
the
know,
board.
and there's even a joke like some Jewish guy says trying to tell a joke to God, and the God doesn't understand, and he says, well, you had to be there to understand the joke, in sense, in the meaning that the God wasn't there in the Holocaust. But I really do think that the way it is, people kind of like freedom of speech. The once you mess with it, it doesn't have any value. And I think the rules, the way God is, that kind of explains why he's not intervening with a bunch of stuff, is that people have free will, and he cannot.
And like they have to
Because
say
right, because in the
themselves.
Garden of Eden, he could have taken the apples, right? So people don't eat it, or say don't. I mean, he did say don't eat the apple, but but he has to respect free will. I don't know how the game is played, but he has to respect humans' free will. So then he's kind of like just looking at humans being evil, and really nothing he can do unless people kind of ask for help. But even I don't know. I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense because they say that if you really have prayers, you know, God is going to help you. So obviously, he didn't help a lot of people in the Holocaust. Also, what Bogdan said, because he says, what do you think is the meaning of life? Everything seems to be upside down. Everything is fucked. Everybody's a liar. I like it like this. Don't do piles. They're individuals. Let me finish this. So Bogdan said, so I say, he asked me for the meaning of life. And I said, the way I think of it, like when you're on earth, it's temporary, so you can prove who you are, right? A lot of times you feel like, when I was a kid, I felt like, this was before cameras and whatnot, but I felt like somebody's always watching me, right? So even when I'm alone, I don't want to be a piece of shit, right? Because I felt like there's somebody watching me. So I have to be good when nobody's watching, right? So that's what I told Bogdan. I feel like, you know, human life is to where you prove who you are, and then, you know, it's kind of like in the story too, because they say it's a purgatory when you die, and they kind of figure out what you did and where you're going to go. I don't believe in heaven and hell the way they kind of explain it. I think that's kind of just enough so regular people can understand. But, and then he said something really interesting, right? He said, how can the kids in Palestine, they're being killed alive, you know what I mean? They're little kids. Like, what mistake did they make? They didn't even have a chance to prove who they were. And, I have no answer for that.
Can I go back to my question?
Yeah, go your question.
Wait a minute. So what happened when Eve ate the apple?
When
She
Eve
was like-
ate the apple, she farted right away. Because if you eat a lot of vegetables and fruits, you fart.
For real, Tata.
That's true story. And the snake was like, phew, phew.
What about a snake? What happened? Just for real.
Because the snake told Eve to eat the apple, and Eve told Adam to eat the apple, and everybody was eating the apple.
Yeah, that was
Don't know
with
what
some honey
happened.
crisps.
Don't know what happened.
And then they got like banished to the ground.
They got banished because they had knowledge, and then they started questioning everything. There's an old saying in religion:
Okay, so if
believe and don't research all the time, because and it kind of to me it's true. One thing, remember your thought with like you're trying to like the science shit where they keep pushing the science, and it kind of feels apocalypse, like the science is going to take humans to apocalypse. So kind of like they had it back in the day, like believe and just don't think too much like how everything is, because you're only going to know a part of it and then you're going to die, and it's, nobody knows everything anyways, even if they write books and then they can read. So I feel that all this knowledge that you think you have, it kind of pushes you in the wrong direction to where you don't understand the meaning of life. You know what I mean? So that's that old saying in religion, believe and just live your life. Go ahead.
So if somebody ate an apple, would they be banished?
Not anymore, because you can keep eating apples because you're out. You're not in heaven, supposedly.
And if you go to heaven and eat an apple,
What?
if you go to heaven and eat an apple, would you be banished?
Oh, yeah, I doubt if they have any more apples there.
What if you brought an apple with you? What if somebody stabbed you?
Now they give you plums, like dried plums if you go to heaven.
Wait.
Do you know why? Because your mother has those dried plums in a plastic bag. And then when I eat them, I shit a lot. Right? If I eat those plums and I drink coffee, I shit a lot. Where more than I could normally shit. So now maybe they have plums in heaven to where humans who are full of shit anyways, maybe can shit all their shit out and they give them dry plums
Their
instead of...
asses are jealous of the mouth.
What if somebody takes some machete?
Don't do piles. I don't like piles, man. I like it individuals. Go ahead. What if somebody... I'm sorry. I
If
apologize.
somebody takes a katana
Oh,
and then
come the
stabs
fuck
an
on.
apple and then stabs you and the sword is stuck in you and the apple is also stuck to the sword and you go to heaven and you take the apple out of the sword, if you eat it, would you be banished?
I don't think you die.
So if
with the
somebody
sword.
with a Japanese sword, is it a ninja?
Yes!
So a ninja comes in with a Japanese sword,
Stabs an apple
stabs an apple first.
and then takes a bite because he's
I don't
hungry.
think you
So he
go-
eats the apple,
No, he doesn't. He takes a bite of another apple
another apple. So there's two apples right there.
and then he stabs another one and gives you something.
You
that
sure
like.
it's not a pair of female tits?
Oh!
Oh.
Because some of them look like apples and
Right,
other ones look
15
like pears.
minutes are up.
You wanted to say something before. I don't know, man. With the katana, maybe there's different rules for the Japanese because they're Buddhist.
Fine, fuck the Japanese. What if an American
Why would
guy
you want to
comes
fuck the Japanese?
Tata, I quit. 15 minutes are up.
You gonna marry a Japanese now?
No,
They're not
No, they're not ugly. Actually, pretty nice. Remember the one Miko in that movie
She's pretty.
Shogun? So what were you gonna say, and then we're done?
Nothing.
I was talking about this writer.
Huh?
I was talking about this Greek writer, I think.
About what?
A Greek writer?
A Greek writer? Okay, what do you say?
No, it's like Euripides or something.
What?
Euripides. No.
Euripides. Okay.
I was looking for his book. 'Cause
Yeah, I have
we're,
some.
We're reading Medea.
Yeah, I have a bunch of that. Why do they keep teaching you shit?
Oh, Medea's good.
What is Medea?
Well, you know Jason and the Argonauts?
Okay, yeah. Medea's the... Oh, that's Medusa.
No, it's Medea. Medea's
Yeah.
the one who's like kind of psychopathic, but like...
Yeah, so nuts. Like a lot of this Greek stuff, I'm telling you, it's a little bit on the line to teach kids. Because there's a lot of fucking between gods and humans and amongst gods. There's a lot of fucking going on there. And maybe you guys a little bit too early to learn about all the Greek fucking.
Well, yeah, but then it's not too early to learn about slaves, is it?
I guess if you can
No.
go to war and you cannot drink, it's wrong. And if you learn about killing, you should be learning about fucking, right?
No, what? No.
I mean-
she did kill a lot of people.
Huh?
She did kill a lot of people.
Who?
The girl we're reading about.
Medea?
Yeah.
All these mud, there are a bunch of killers, Medusa and
Oh,
mud.
Medusa's not her fault.
What do you mean it's not her fault? She had snakes, and if you look at her, you become stone.
Yeah, because Poseidon raped her.
Poseidon raped her?
I don't remember. Or he did it on like a temple or something. And
You sure she didn't accuse Poseidon, and Poseidon was innocent, and she just claimed?
No, she was innocent. He was just doing her.
Okay, so did he admit to it?
Like he's gonna get in trouble.
Did you know about Charlie Kirk, what they discovered?
Yeah, he was Poseidon.
No. No.
Okay.
Real quick. So, remember when those texts came out with, I went to my vehicle to retrieve the weapon and my love, I'm going to kill Charlie Kirk?
Oh my lord.
And then when he got arrested, people asked for the video of going to jail, and they said we erased it by mistake, which is a lie.
Cow.
So now they found out that he got arrested, whatever time it was, like let's say 5 something, and then the messages were written when he was in jail without a phone.
Cow.
So obviously the cover up, you know,
They
the
keep making fun of you at school for some reason.
of me with the hat.
They
The
keep
problem with the
fucking-
hat is now when Trump is an idiot, right? People don't read it and they think I'm a Trump fan. So then my option is to not wear it because people make mistakes in reading it. Like I'm proud of liking Charlie Kirk with what I know about him so far. So people assume it's a Trump hat. Okay, but don't be done with it. So people assume because somebody got in my car. It was a Greek guy. No, it's actually an Indian guy, super nice Indian guy, Raj. And he liked the music a lot. Okay, so real quick, we finished. Remember how you have preconceptions about people, and we said some people, right? So he got in, just so you know, because I remember about I was talking about Indians, how you know when I see him, I was like, I don't know. And then he walked in, and he was being confrontational with me, as you saw the hat, and we start talking about he got married and. Because he had a wife and she left the kids and he had to raise them with his mother and whatnot. He was kind of like a financial guy, good looking guy too, Indian guy, and he was really nice. We're talking about how he raised his kids, and then we get in and somehow we got to the songs. I don't know how we got to the songs, and I let him listen to one of the songs, and he really liked it. And then he comes in and I said, honestly, why the fuck do you have a Trump hat? So he made an assumption. He's like, you love Trump, and this is around the nuclear bomb stuff. So I put the light on and I said, it's not a Trump hat. I said, I mean, it looks like it, but I bought it when Charlie Kirk got killed. It's like, oh, what a fucking asshole Charlie Kirk was. What did he say? Oh, he said something about pilots. Because if you see that it's a black pilot, you think if it's affirmative action, or he's a really good pilot, which is kind of sort of a point that he had. I don't know. Maybe there's a point because they got pushed a lot of people. I don't know. I don't think a white pilot for sure is better, but that's what he said. Anyways. And I explained to him, for me, Charlie Kirk is important. He was going to give me money to remove the hat, and I didn't want to. And he said, you know what, I'll buy you another hat. It's like, no, I'm going to keep it on. Because I always keep it at work, especially when I make music. And but anyway, so he was making assumptions about me. I kind of didn't make assumptions about him. He went like 1, 2, 3, 4 times trying to be aggressive towards me. And I said, there's no reason to be aggressive. You know, I'm listening to what you're saying, but there's no reason to be aggressive. You know, obviously Trump is wrong. But Charlie Kirk, I'm not going to concede that he was a bad guy. And I just like him. He didn't compromise. So then we started and became really friends, and he really liked the music. But the idea is, like, you always have to have your mind open. Do you know what I mean? Like, you look at people, and I'm going to be honest, through trial and error, I have some preconceptions about the Indian people. And he also, I mean, he didn't tip me a lot, but he tipped me enough, like, what's fair. You have to kind of, like, when you see some, of course, like, if you feel you're in any danger by the group of people, you have to protect yourself, right? But then if you don't feel you're in any danger, you have to be open and not, you know what I mean? Kind of like everybody's different, man. Everybody's different. Everybody's cool, right? What'd you think about the song?
It's too long.
Why is it too long? Because the part with Jesus towards the end is the best
And it's
one.
not very catchy.
It's not very catchy. For 1,000 years, for 10,000 years,
No,
the
it's-
cowards have been looking for a hero. Come on.
Not the
That's the best part.
The lines are good, but the person who sings it is horrible.
Oh, it's a different style that you're not familiar with. It's
No, it
kind
just
of
sounds choppy.
that's the idea behind
No, it sounds like
Kinda
very
thinks it's
badly
chopped.
choppy, not like
it.
good choppy like the
That's
other
how it
songs.
is. Kind of how you kind of you come in as like I'm looking for heroes,
It's
and
not
then
like
it's
he's
just like
singing,
boom,
it's
boom,
like he's
boom.
talking.
No, it picks up, becomes very strong towards the end, and I like it's like
I
over.
like when it actually turns into some heartbeat.
Overfed, I say, and does whoop, and then I said overtaxed or something, overtaxed, whoop, fully taxed, whoop, and triple waxed. You know, like people take a bunch of vaccines, whoop. So I liked it. I mean, it came out great. You think it's too long? Then maybe you're tired because it's whatever.
No,
like,
it's too long. Songs are supposed to be 5 minutes.
no
Except
shit.
there's like 20
What about
songs.
Bohemian Rhapsody of Queen? That's not too long.
That movie on
Definitely,
Netflix?
Well, that's named after a song.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like Queen is better than everybody. So like,
Okay, well, all right. Sorry, suck.
well, no. But
I'm gonna be
you're-
honest with you. By the time this is done, I
You're
think
not-
it's gonna be one of the best albums ever made by anybody.
Yes, but you're not on the same level as Queen.
Well, I can't be Freddie Mercury to sing, but the messages, because if you really listen to it, like this song, maybe kind of like instead of start waiting for somebody to save you, maybe you should go and do something and be
Instead of
your own
songs-
hero, be your own hero, and not be a coward.
And instead of songs, you should just write a book.
Yeah, but like people don't even have time for anything. Like, if I write something, nobody's gonna read it. People don't read shit.
Tuna, if there's a 1 hour song,
Yeah, but then they can't make you lie. Like they can't say that you're using AI because you're writing this song. So you.
Well, everything I did, I wrote myself.
Yeah, but they always talk about yourself.
I don't give a fuck about people say, like, I don't give a fuck about what people think about my hat. And I see people look at me like, oh, this is this guy, like even in school, like people looking at me, and I'm not gonna take it off. Because number one, it's not a Trump hat, it's a Charlie Kirk hat. And so far I think Charlie Kirk was great. So if you make an assumption for me and you blame me for something, am I responsible for the thought that you had wrong?
No.
Like the Indian guy, was I responsible for him, all the mistakes he made? And then he realized, but I was nice to him. You know, I was kind of like a father with his kid. Explain to him, hey, you're wrong over here, you're wrong. And to his credit, because he was a super Democrat. The Democrats, usually if you agree with them on 8 things, and if you don't agree on the 9th, they just go, bah, 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 bah. And they spit on you, and you're an asshole, and you're a racist. And that's what they do, because they can't, like, they can't go past Trump, derangement syndrome. Like they hate Trump, and they hate the Republicans, all right. But even, like, the idea with the political parties, and then we're done, to where everybody agrees with everything, it's stupid. So whatever the sets are, so the Republicans believe in guns, they believe in no abortions, whatever the fuck they believe in, and less taxes supposedly, but they're taxing the fuck now, property and whatnot. And these other guys believe in gay rights, gay marriage, trans rights, whatever they believe in, right? And you never find a fucking idiot that believes 2 of these and 3 of these. They always believe, this is my fucking Bible of